I've been planning to see GradX, which is OCAD's exhibition for their graduating class. OCAD is the Ontario College of Art and Design. So I woke up this morning and decided to head down there, and it was a great morning, and I was really excited about seeing what was on display. It's the largest free art and design exhibit in the city of Toronto, and I was really looking forward to seeing what was on display. There's all kinds of animation, sculpture, art, and painting. Well, art, obviously, but drawing and painting. It's the building is right behind the Art Gallery of Ontario, which, as many of you know, was refurbished by famed architect Frank Gehry, and that's always a fantastic place to go if you're in the city. Here is OCAD, which was designed by architect Will Alsop. And here's a hallway, which was obviously students were allowed free rein in the design of the staircases. I decided to focus on the work of my favorite artist that I saw. This is Kira Kaushal, and I was really impressed by her mark making. Not only the overall look of her paintings, but her mark making. So I decided to give you a close up of that so you could see, and here are some more shots of that. It's just wonderful how she gives layers of depth and detail with the color and the texture. And I just found this really intriguing and wonderful work from her. And there's just so much to look at in these works. I mean, obviously, this one in particular is a very large canvas, but it's just fantastic to look at. And here, this is a fantastic detail. There's actually a light bulb behind this piece. Another person that I loved is Kat Langstroth. Their work is fantastic. I was just blown away by this. This was a selection of works, and I would love to own some of their work. And I was just mesmerized by the detail and the rich colors and tones and the emotions that they captured in their work. And it was fantastic. And it was time to say goodbye to OCAD and head home. I picked up a piece from Frida Tan, artist who I spent so much time talking with that I actually didn't end up taking video of her work, which was too bad because obviously I liked her work so much that I ended up buying this wonderful G clay print. She was so interesting to talk to. She has a background in science, and she was saying that science really informs her works, which are oil paintings. And I would have loved to have bought the original of this painting, but unfortunately it's not within my budget, so I settled for the G clay print. And when I say settled, I am so happy to have this print, but obviously I would love to have the original. But you know, I'm very happy to have the G clay print. So I popped into Above Ground Art Supplies because I was buying something else that I had ordered, but then I decided to get a frame to put this beautiful G clay print into while I was there. So here I am unpacking this frame, and I will keep these corners because they're so handy if I'm going to ever send out artwork of my own to a customer. And I was so happy that I was down there and was able to purchase this frame and have it as a home for this G clay print. I am still trying to think about where I'm going to put this G clay print in my home and where it will find a happy place. But I am just thrilled to have this beautiful print of water, which just makes me feel so emotional and in a calm, soothing way. I love water. I love the ocean. Whenever I think of being near the ocean, I feel very calm and relaxed. And looking at this print of water just makes me feel wonderful. And it was just delightful to speak with Frida Tan about her work and her inspirations. And I will list information about all of the artists that I talk about here in the information below. And so please do check them out. Please do, if you have time, go to OCAD. You know, if you don't have time this year, go next year. They have this every year to celebrate their graduates. And it's really worth looking at their work. There was so much to look at. I was interested particularly in the artists who do drawing and painting, but there's animation, there's photography, there's sculpture, there's graphic design, there's illustration. There's so much astounding work. And, you know, if you're interested in art as just something to look at, if you're interested as an artist, there's so much inspiration. I was blown away by work, and I'm so delighted to have this piece. And there I am in the reflection of this wonderful work. But thank you so much to Frida and to all the other artists and to OCAD for putting on this fantastic exhibit. I realize that I don't have it centered in the frame, so here I am just working to fix that again. And if you're ever using one of these frames, using something like this plaster knife or whatever it's called to move those little things, metal things in the back rather than your fingernails is always a good idea. It's so much easier. So here I am just going back in to adjust it. But yeah, OCAD GradX was so fantastic, and it's a wonderful thing to do. And if you're living outside of the city, pop in at some point, make a trip around it. And if you live in other cities, always check out if you're a city nearby you has some kind of school that teaches art. Check out the student exhibits. There really are fantastic emerging artists that come out of these programs, and it's wonderful to check out their work and check out young artists and emerging artists and see what they're doing. Some of their work is so inspiring and energizing and profound in terms of how young artists think and what they're doing. And again, I was so delighted to see this and to get something, and to support a young artist. So thank you so much to OCAD and to Frida in particular.